Absolutely, as this has now created a storm over the alleged dowry demand still being a reality. In the latest updates now coming in, the sister of the victim has filed a complaint detailing the years of alleged abuse, which has ended into claiming the life of her sister. She has stated that during the time of the marriage, no dowry exchange took place. However, over the years, the victim's husband and the in-laws allegedly began pressurizing her to give in 35 lakh rupees from her parental home. When the demand was not met, the harassment reportedly escalated into violence. Now, the ADCP Greater Noida has given a statement on this case of the woman allegedly being set ablaze by her in-laws over the alleged dowry demands. And in the statement that has been issued, it is mentioned that we have received information from Fortis Hospital about a woman admitted with severe burn injuries. She was later referred to Delhi but then died en route. Autopsy was conducted and the body has been handed over to the family, unquote. Brian joins me for more details. Brian, as far as the police statement is concerned, share more details as to what exactly the police has been able to confirm and share after the autopsy has been conducted.
Well, clearly police had lodged FIR against section 103, 115, 61 of BNS, and this again came light after the victim's sister filed a complaint alleging years of abuse. This solemnized in 2016. Initially, there was no dowry that was involved, but over time, the in-laws began pressurizing her to bring 35 to 36 lakhs. And even post that also, there were many gifts given, cars given. The demand escalated, leading to frequent violence itself. And again, the accused was addicted to alcohol and often was unemployed and regularly used to beat both the sisters, rather, sometimes with the support of the parents. There was panchayat intervention, but as of now, the police are also trying to nab the two people who have been still absconding. That is Satyavir Daya, who are the parents, and also Rohit, who are still absconding. So the police are trying to search and they are still investigating the case as of now. And as of now, the police have also arrested the husband, that is Vipin Bhati. So they are also interrogating him to understand much more about the conspiracy and what all went behind this heinous crime that they did. But again, there are still 3 people who are still absconding as of now. Yes.
Absolutely. As the mother-in-law, including also the father-in-law and the brother-in-law, have been on the hunt. Now, police has registered this case of the woman being set ablaze. The case has been registered under the section 103, 115(2) and the section 61(2) of the BNS. After the case was registered, the main accused was arrested by the police, and at the same time, it remains to be, in fact, very shocking viewers how this case has created a storm and, of course, at the same time, put the highlight on the alleged harassment and assault by families after marriage for dowry demands still being a reality. Both the sisters had been married in the year 2016 to 2 brothers, Kanchan and also Vipin. Kanchan has alleged that her family had already gifted a Scorpio car, but the other valuables at the time of the marriage as well. But the in-laws continued to demand 36 lakh rupees. Another car was also given later on, but the demands continued to persist. They also tortured the older sister as well, and when they tried to intervene, they have beaten up both of them, even at the time in front of their children. All right. Brian joins me for latest details. As Brian, these statements by the sister of the victim is coming up. She has said that the family has given a Scorpio car and other gifts, but later they were pressurized and both were beaten up in front of the children.
Clearly, there were many such there was no plans of dowry when this secured in 2016 the marriage organized, but then started asking dowry, and even many such gifts were also given. They started pressurizing them, also the in-laws, to give them around 35 to 30 lakhs. They gifted a Scorpio. There was gifts that was given, but again, the demand kept on escalating because the accused have been addicted to alcohol and often was unemployed, and with his parents also, Vipin along with his 2 parents itself, they started beating not just the victim but also the victim's sister itself. So they used to beat both of them, and they were, with the support of parents, there were panchayat interventions. There were neighbors also who were intervening, but nothing of that stopped. And it started escalating, and as a result of that, on August 21st, they poured this inflammable liquid over the victim and set her on fire.
All right, Brian, thank you very much for these latest updates and the details now that you're able to share. Now we move forward with the other breaking updates that we are tracking this morning. Sri Lanka's former President Ranil Wickremesinghe has been admitted to the hospital a day after he was charged with using the public funds to finance private international travel. He has been admitted to the hospital after his blood sugar and the blood pressure levels were found to be high. Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, joins me for more details. Aditya, former president of, has been admitted, former Sri Lankan president has been admitted to the hospital on the reports of the health that was found to be unstable. What more details are you picking up?
Well, absolutely. Former Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe has been now admitted to the hospital now since he has been, charged with corruption cases. He has, he's had to face some difficult time, at this juncture. Already he is now he's been arrested for a corruption case, and the trial against him is going on in the Sri Lankan courts. However, at this juncture, his health has deteriorated to a significant impact, considering his age, and he is under constant surveillance 24/7 by the hospital authorities in Sri Lanka. However, it needs to be seen. So far, if his health is concerned, he is yet to be stable. But however, the doctors are not taking no stones, are leaving no stones unturned, to ensure that he regains his health back, because he needs to face a trial in some of the corruption cases. And from here on, it needs to be seen, Simran, how he responds, how his health improves or declines. This needs to be seen. Yes, Simran.
Well, all right, Aditya, and continue to stay with us. We also have a reaction on that. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor has expressed concern about the arrest of the former Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe. He has stated that concerned about the detention of former Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe on what, on the face of it, seems like a trivial charge. His health issues have already seen him taken to the prison hospital. I call on the government of Sri Lanka, while fully respecting that this is their internal matter, to abjure the politics of the vengeance and treat their former president with respect and dignity that he deserves after his decades of service to the nation. Anand Singh, my colleague, joins me for more updates on this. Anand, now, in fact, a statement has come in from the Congress MP Shashi Tharoor over calling onto the Sri Lankan government to treat the former president with dignity and respect during the health issues and owing to the complications. What more details are you able to share?
Yes, Shashi Tharoor, senior Congress leader and a person who always holds statements on the international issues. So clearly, he has called the arrest of the former president as the jury of politics of vengeance. So clearly, he has hit back at the Sri Lankan authorities for arresting the former president. And then he said that in a post, he said that Ranil Wickremesinghe seemed trivial and expressed concern about the health of the who was admitted to hospital shortly after the arrest. So he mentioned on a post that he was concerned about the detention of former Sri Lankan president on what, on the face of it, seems trivial charges. His health issues have already seen him taken to the prison hospital. I call on the government of Sri Lanka, with fully respecting that this is their internal matter, to abjure the politics of vengeance and treat their former president with the respect and dignity that he deserves after his decades of service.
All right, Anand, thank you very much for these latest updates. Now we move forward. In Moradabad, minor girls were allegedly harassed, held hostage and were immorally trafficked. This incident has come to light. On this, SSP Satpal Antil has given a statement stating that 2 accused have been arrested in relation to this case. Let's listen into the statement.
देखिए 2 दिन पूर्व एक मुकदमा लिखा गया था मझोला थाने पर, जिसमें कि कुछ नाबालिग बच्चियों पर दुष्कर्म और उसके साथ साथ में उनको बंधक बनाए जाने, उनका उत्पीड़न करने, इमोरल ट्रैफिकिंग का आरोप लगा था। इसमें कल 2 एक्यूज्ड जो हैं वो गिरफ्तार हुए थे। इसमें मझोला पुलिस के द्वारा जो रिमेनिंग एक्यूज थे उनकी गिरफ्तारी के लिए टीमें बनाई गई थी। उन टीमों के द्वारा सोनकपुर पुल के पास में चेकिंग की जा रही थी। इसी दौरान इसमें से 3 एक्यूज जो कि काफ़ी डेस्परेट थे, वो उनके द्वारा पुलिस को इंटरसेप्ट करने पर जान से मारने की नीयत से फायरिंग की गई और जवाबी कार्रवाई में पुलिस के द्वारा भी आत्मरक्षा वहां पर फायरिंग की गई। इसमें 3 एक्यूज्ड को फायर आर्म इंजरीज हुई हैं, उनको गोली लगी है और इनका नाम, एक का नाम सचिन है, एक का नाम विकास है और एक का नाम हसीन है। ये 2 बरेली के और एक चंदोसी का रहने वाला है और इनके पास से एक मोटरसाइकिल, 3 तमंचा, कुछ जिंदा कारतूस, खोखा कारतूस और 3 मोबाइल मिले हैं। कुछ इनके कपड़े भी हैं जिनके साथ ये भागने की फिराक में थे। काफ़ी डीपली इनसे पूछताछ की जा रही है और इनके द्वारा जो घटना है उसकी पुष्टि की गई है विधिक कार्रवाई।
All right, my colleague joins me for more details. Shahnawaz Ilyas is joining me live on the broadcast. Now, this is a very serious incident being reported from Moradabad. What exactly has prompted, in fact, the police to catch these accused? How did they get the link and how did this case emerge into the light? Share more details as to also what the police is unfolding at this point of time and the state of the minors as well.
देखिए, आप बिल्कुल, मैं आपको बता दूं, ये पूरा मामला जो है ये मुरादाबाद जनपद के मझोला थाना इलाके का है। पुलिस ने कल भी 2 लोगों को एनकाउंटर में जो है गिरफ्तार किया था। जवाबी फायरिंग में एक जो पुलिसकर्मी है वो भी घायल हुआ था। लेकिन आज भी पुलिस ने जो है रात्रि में 3 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया है। ये भागने की फिराक में थे। बहुत ही सेंसिटिव जो मामला ये है, क्योंकि नाबालिग युवतियों से जुड़ा हुआ मामला है। कहा जा रहा है कि उनके साथ बलात्कार की घटनाओं को, उनके साथ उत्पीड़न की घटनाओं को, उनके साथ वैश्या वृत्ति कराने के लिए जो लोग हैं, जो गैंग है, ये भोली भाली जो सीधी साधी लड़कियां थी उनको पहला फुसला कर अपने चुंगल में फंसाते थे, फिर उनके साथ जो है इस तरह की वारदातों को अंजाम देते थे। और इस गैंग का खुलासा तब हुआ जब अभी 2 दिन पहले उसी थाना इलाके में जो है इनके खिलाफ पॉस्को एक्ट में एक मुकदमा पंजीकृत हुआ। पुलिस ने जब उस पूरे प्रकरण में जो है तफ्तीश की।
All right, Shahnawaz, thank you very much for these details. Now, we shift our focus to more developments from the southern states. In Tamil Nadu, the tender has been announced for the removal of the old Pamban railway bridge. The Pamban railway bridge was India's first sea bridge, which was built in the year 1914. This bridge will now be replaced under the new Pamban bridge project. And along with that, the new bridge is also going to be constructing 3 meters above the original bridge. My colleague Raj Kiran is joining me live on the broadcast. Raj Kiran, the new Pamban railway bridge is going to be a reality as now the tender for the construction of the new one has been floated. What more details from the state of Tamil Nadu are you able to fetch?
Yes, Simran, the India's first sea bridge, which was built in 1914 by the Britishers in Tamil Nadu, will be replaced with the new bridge. The Tamil Nadu government called for the tender and announced to remove of the Pambal railway bridge, which is a 110 years old structure, is being replacing with the new Pamban bridge, which is with the construction 3 meters above the original one, which is now above that 3 meters above the original one. And the tenders has been called very soon. This bridge will be replaced with the new bridge, Simran.
All right, Raj, can you also share more details as to what exactly has prompted the reconstruction and the renovation as well? Right now, as the state of the India's first sea bridge that was, in fact, a history which was made is now to be reconstructed.
Yes, Simran, it has become very old. It's almost been 110 years that it was constructed, and the Britishers who were ruling India in 90s, early 19th century has built this bridge. But it's been more than 100 years, so bridge has become slowly. It has become more 100 years. So now, on a precautionary, it is working properly on a precautionary measures. The Tamil Nadu government has decided to bridge a alternate one just beside that, above the original 3 meters above the original ones. The new bridge will be constructed and it will be start very soon. And also tender has been called. It is a steel bridge, and now the government has called for the tender and will be removed very soon.
All right, thank you very much now, in fact, for these details, Rajkaran. Now we move forward. Following a wave of flash floods in the Nanded district of Maharashtra, Rajya Sabha MP Ajit Kopchade has visited the flood-affected villages in the Mukhed Taluka after 4 days of heavy rainfall. The Rajya Sabha MP has announced immediate aid of 20 lakh rupees after massive devastation from his MP fund and assured that he would seek a special central governmental package for rehabilitation and relief of the affected communities. Let's listen in.
महाराष्ट्र के नांदेड़ जिला में मुखेड़ जो विधानसभा क्षेत्र है वहां पर हसनाल, रावणगांव, मुकरामबाद ऐसे कुल मिलाकर कुछ 22 गांव जो है ये क्षतिग्रस्त हुए हैं। बड़ी आपदा आई है। यहाँ पर किसान जो है उनके काफी सारे खेती का नुकसान हुआ है। यहाँ पर उनके घर जो है वो पूरी तरह से बेचिराख हुए हैं। यहाँ पर 5 जनों की मृत्यु हुई, उसमें 4 महिलाएं, 1 पुरुष है। और हम यहाँ के राज्यसभा खासदार के नाते से यहाँ के लोगों का दुख बांटने के लिए आए हैं, उनकी सहायता करने के लिए आए हैं। केंद्र सरकार के माध्यम से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी, हमारे गृह मंत्री माननीय अमित भाई शाह जी और हमारे लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस साहब को मैं इस विषय की जानकारी उनको पता है। उनको इस विषय की डिटेल पूरा स्टैटिस्टिक जो है वो कल मिलकर उनको देने वाला हूं। और यहाँ का जो भी नुकसान हुआ है उसको पैकेज मांगने की एक मांग मैं करने वाला हूं। निश्चित ही माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय इसको पैकेज में कन्वर्ट करेंगे। यहाँ की खेती, किसान, मजदूर, इन सारे गरीब लोगों को पूरी तरह से मदद करने के लिए हमारा केंद्र सरकार और राज्य सरकार वचनबद्ध है। ऐसा मैं राज्यसभा खासदार के नाते से आपको अभिवचन।
Shahid Ansari, my colleague, joins me for more details. Shahid, what is the situation presently after flash floods in several parts of the Maharashtra and even in the maximum city have wreaked havoc, where devastation and mass, in fact, destruction can be seen due to nature's fury?
सिमरन, देखिए, हालिया जो 3 दिन की बारिश हुई थी और इस बारिश की वजह से महाराष्ट्र के अलग अलग हिस्सों में जो नुकसानात पहुंचे हैं बारिश की वजह से, उसमें सबसे ज्यादा नुकसान जो है नांदेड़ के इस इलाके में हुआ है। यहाँ पे कई लोगों की मौत भी हुई है। जानी नुकसान के साथ साथ माली नुकसान हुआ है। इसके अलावा महाराष्ट्र के अलग अलग हिस्सों में किसानों की फसलों को लेकर भी जो है बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान हुआ है। आपकी आज की बात करें तो मुंबई की अगर बात करें तो मुंबई में हालात जो है आज तो बेहतर है, धूप भी निकली हुई है। लेकिन महाराष्ट्र के अलग अलग हिस्सों में जो तेज बारिश की वजह से तबाही हुई है उसका नुकसान अभी तक देखा जा रहा है, खासकर नांदेड़ के इस इलाके में और उसके साथ साथ जो है पवई, पालघर, इन सारे इलाकों में जहाँ पे पानी ज्यादा जमा हो गया था या जो समुद्री तटवर्ती क्षेत्र है उन सारी जगहों की अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। अभी अगर बात करें तो मौसम विभाग ने जो है आने वाले वक्तों कई 24 घंटे के लिए या 48 घंटे के लिए इस तरह से किसी भी तरह से अलर्ट तो जारी नहीं किया है, लेकिन मुंबई के कई हिस्सों में जो है बारिश के आसार देखे जा रहे हैं। जबकि मुंबई में अगर बात करें तो मुंबई में हालात जो है रोज के जैसे हैं। नांदेड़ के इस इलाके में चूंकि भूस्खलन की जो हादसा पेश आया है उसके बाद जो है कई लोगों की मौत हो गई है, जबकि कई लोगों के घर तबाह